Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and another Escape from Tarkov news video. We'll get you up to speed with everything going on Tarkov, and with a new Monday, we have a new event of sorts and new task that leads to an achievement. There's also some other stuff that we got from Twitter that I'll share with you. Some things that Nikita leaked to us, if you will. So I'll get through all that and get you guys up to speed. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, we get a tweet from BSG. New in-game event has started. New in-game quest from Therapist. Added 3 spawn points of a military battery with 100% spawn chance on custom. Added new military barters on mechanic. Raiders spawn in the military battery spawns with 100% chance. So raiders on customs, if you weren't sure what that meant. So the quest, pretty simply, she wants lab key cards for something that's life or death. Mechanic has the barter, she says. And it's a black, blue, green, red, yellow, violet, as well as a regular access card. Turn in all of those, you get all these acid green flares. These things turn bosses friendly or any AI scav friendly. So it unlocks a purchase from Therapist, which is pretty cool, as well as giving you 5 of them and then a bunch of other stims. Pretty pricey endeavor here though to turn all these in. Now, if you have them already because you run labs or whatever, you can turn those right in. And then probably after the event, you could, assuming this event's over with, you could buy them and they'll be cheaper because everything got more expensive. But for everybody else, Mechanic has barters now for all the key cards here. So blue is 7, yellow is 3, green is 12, red is 10, black is 2 on top of the old one where they're that old barter. Black is 2, and then violet is 5. All in, that's 39 batteries that you will need to do these. That or going and just buying them. And as you can see, some of these are cheaper off of the flea. Like the violet card is 15 million. 15 will say 16 million. Whereas the tank batteries are running about 4 million. So 5 times 4, obviously 20 million versus 16 million. Save yourself 4 million by buying the violet off of the flea. But you do what you want to do there. I think tank batteries are going to get a little bit cheaper as this event goes on and more people get it done and people are pulling them out. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, on top of that, you get a new achievement, Key to Salvation. Pestilence Doctor Duty thingy here. Maybe this has to do with Pestilence. I don't know. I would assume it was. I don't know else why you'd have that emblem on there, but you get that emblem and achievement for doing this, finishing this task. Now, as far as where the batteries spawn, this is on the wiki right now. I went and looked, and I'll show you those locations in a sec, but one's on the roof of 3-story dorms. One is inside new gas station. One is on the 2nd floor of the scav base. ZB3 extract building. We call it Alamo. Some people call it Fortress, whatever. Now, I went offline and I found these. These are the 3 locations I found them. Obviously, on the roof on dorms was right on this crate. At New Gas, it was behind the counter down on the bottom shelf. And then at Alamo, it's upstairs over by kind of where the AGS is in the corner. Now, I don't know if these spawns are fixed. I'm assuming they're not because they're not specifically labeled. And I've watched a couple of the streamers find them in slightly different areas. So just look in the vicinity of the 2nd floor, like I said, of the ZB13 building, or on the inside the gas station in the storerooms and stuff like that. I do not believe it's going to require any keys or anything like that. Now, again, the batteries are 100% spawn, so there'll be 3 of them on customs every raid, but they are also going to they're still on Lighthouse, like around the water treatment plant, and the one that's in the garage, the top chalet, and then Reserve, the cages downstairs, as well as the various open spawns are also still spawning tank batteries, so you don't just have to go to customs to get them. Now, as far as it goes with putting these in your secure container, you can't put them in a Kappa, as you can see here. I don't know if you can still put them in an Epsilon. I don't think, if that's the case, it's not intended, it's an oversight, but I know I've seen people talking about using tank batteries to level strength or something. So I don't know if that's something they just changed or if the Epsilon is different than the Kappa, but it is a way to get it out if you do. If you know the answer to that, if you have an Epsilon, you can check. Throw a comment down below. That'll help us all out so people know. All right, so for the things we got from Nikita, if you hadn't seen, we got a work in progress for the smooth zoom in the game. I don't know exactly where this is at or how it's working, but it looks really good right now. This is what it should look like as far as how focal planes and stuff work. So this is great. Hopefully we're getting this on all the optics and not just like 1 or 2, because that'll obviously make them overpowered. So pretty excited about that. And then we got some pictures from Nikita that show this kind of train yard area, some buildings, kind of a loading dock, if you will. Let a lot of speculation, including for myself. But thanks to an individual, Reamer, which is the guy who does a lot of the really, really good maps on the wiki. So like if you go to the wiki and you look up anything, like we'll just go to customs real quick because we were talking about that already. You go to the maps and you see these maps that are like really fancy 3D. These are made by him. He does all of these, does them for free, puts them out there for everybody to use. Cool dude. does awesome work for the community. Anyways, he slapped stuff in together, looking at all the various pictures and alignments and things like that. And this is where he thinks this is going to be at. It's going to be by this old railway deep, which this is over on the northeast side of the map, I think. Top right side if you're looking at most of the maps. But this area right here, it seems to be where he thinks it's going to be right at. So a woods expansion, I technically, I guess, though I don't think it's really an expansion. I think this has more to do, I mean, obviously it adds stuff, but it's more to do with, I think, the map to map travel side of things for the game and what might be coming. You know, you can see like the BTR back here, but we don't know if that's the actual one that moves or just one that's in the game. And so I think we're going to see more of this stuff. There's another one I'm going to show you with Customer Factory and Customs that leads to this, but this has to do with that, the upcoming map to map travel that's going to come out with 1.0. Though I wonder if we're going to test that beforehand. I don't know. Now, we also got a picture of a building inside a factory. So they talked about redoing factory, and that's pretty much what this could be. At least that's what it leads me to think, that this is a redo of factory, though it could just be an expansion of customs. It's hard to say. I mean, it could be both. These two locations, again, we'll go back to Reamer and look at his posts talking about it. He lays out why he thinks it's this building right here. Inside customs, you know, here's Fort, here's the warehouse. You know, this area right here is fenced off. You can't get into this building right where the sniper scav is. A lot of people, I don't want to say everybody, a lot of people have long assumed that this is actually factory, though it could be the other side of it. So hard to say whether that is what this is or not. I think it is. Looking on these two things, these are going to be where sniper scav's at as far as the towers that he sits on, and then everything else, it's kind of hard to tell. So this could be a factory expansion, this could be a customs expansion, it could be both. There's just no way to be sure until we get a chance to see it. So that's it. That's everything. You guys are up to speed. I'll do another video if we get any more news or they do anything additional onto this, and we'll go from there. As always, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Helps me out, lets YouTube know you want to watch my content as well. But we'll wrap her up there. I wish you guys the best of luck in your raids and getting your batteries. We'll see you in Tarkov.